Hello everyone. So, sixth meta principle, good and bad and safe and dangerous, are two concepts that do not exist on the same dimension. So, what do I mean here? Well, many people believe that a good move cannot be dangerous, or rather that a dangerous move is necessarily bad. As noted by Anam Dan Heisman, however, these two concepts are not one and the same. We owe a lot of meta principles to Anam Dan Heisman and a lot of principles as well. So you have this dimension that includes good and bad, and this other dimension that includes dangerous and safe, and they do not necessarily intersect. So you have they're not one and the same. You have a good move can be dangerous, a good move can be safe, a bad move can be dangerous, and a bad move can be safe. So a dangerous move can be good; it is just more risky. But even though it's risky, it could, if it works, it could lead to a very good outcome. And sometimes it looks risky, but it's actually working out in the specific position. And a safe move can be like there. A move could be safe from a tactical perspective; it doesn't drop a piece, but it could be bad on positional grounds. For example, just gives up a square, an important square. So you'll get to see what I mean exactly by the famous game and the other game section. So let's head to those. Alright, so for the famous game section, Magnus Carlsen against Fabiano Caruana. This was one of those clutch chess international. It was a beautiful idea. Actually, I really enjoyed that tournament. Very fun. So let's get on with the position. Carlsen has been playing c4, dabbling with c4 on and off for years, I think. um, um, Especially more so now than earlier in his career. And yeah, this is normal stuff. Now, just wait a bit and it becomes rather abnormal. This is the first rather abnormal thing. And now, look at this. I mean, this is a very dangerous move, especially because it is made in the opening. So you're leaving your king unsafe in the opening. Many chess masters of old would have frowned upon this move. But I mean, it is an engine approved novelty that is actually a good move. Black can try to open up the center and make use of white's king position, which was done in the game. But white remains in good shape. Actually, at very high depths, I think the engine, what what Caruana went for here is c6 d5, which is very sensible to try to open up the center against the white king. But I think the engine recommends at very high depth something like this idea, followed by maneuvering with these pieces. Anyway, that the opening is not our discussion today. So king f2. This is a very dangerous move. Just if c6 d5 happens at the right time and you're not careful, you could basically lose the game because these files will get opened up and you'll get checkmated. So it's a very dangerous move, but it's a good move because just the way the position works out, it's a good move. Simply put, the entire position, the entire calculation set shows that this is a good move. Nothing is wrong with it. It's dangerous, or rather, maybe it seems dangerous, but if you look at the position specifically, it's fine. So let's move ahead a bit in the game. We'll take a look at it very, very slowly. Yeah, and Caruana played very principled chess. I just want to reach the final position. Okay, we'll move faster now. So yeah, white has a small advantage in this position, and he achieved the winning position at one point. However, the game eventually ended in a draw. Just something I saw the commentators say, or heard the commentators say. Don't try this at home, folks. So yeah, king f2 here is is not a move for the faint of heart. So yeah, don't try this at home. Okay, let's move on with the other games section. Other game section, or other games section. Yeah, so we have e4, c5, knight f3, d6, and c3. Basically an Alpen. And now let's look at this. Takes, and now we have this position. In this example, okay, so in the famous game we took a look at a dangerous move but a good move. Now we'll be taking a look at a safe move, but a bad one. So here 8c4, this is a safe move, right? Because it doesn't blunder a piece, nothing is going to happen. But it is actually a terrible positional move. Let's take a look at why. Well, for one, the d3 pawn becomes backward and very weak, very open to just be picked up by the pieces, especially with the knight coming to b4 adding pressure. That's one reason. The d4 square becomes a gaping hole. The pawn here was controlling the d4 square. Now it's no longer doing that. And white's light squared bishop becomes even worse. If you play d4 here, you're able to get out your light squared bishop and your dark squared bishop has some scope. But when you play c4, your light squared bishop is looking like a big dummy. So yeah, instead 8d4 is a safe and good move. But 8c4, that's a safe but very bad move actually. So yeah, let's promote the variation here, 8d4. Yeah, and that's it for this video, guys. So just something to keep in mind for this meta principle. Don't just think, oh yeah, this is a dangerous move, it must be bad, or oh yeah, this is a safe move, it must be good. These concepts exist along different dimensions. And thanks a lot to Anam Dan Heisman for stating that. I do not believe this has been stated in this form, at least, before Dan Heisman. So yeah, awesome principle.